What's up everyone, Pete Coco here. Thank you as always for joining me for another video. Now it's been a minute since I've released a video, and the reason why is because I've been in the process of moving my studio. If you've watched any of my other videos, you can tell I'm in a different spot than I usually am in. So I've been doing that, and I will give you a full studio tour once it's all set and ready to go. This will not be my final YouTube set, but for today, I just wanted to set something up so I can review this Sigma 23mm f1.4 lens. Now, I've shot with and reviewed, I think, all of the Sigma contemporary lenses for Fujifilm at this point. I shot with the 16mm, the 30mm, the 56mm, the 100 to 400 5-6-3, and now I've shot with the 23mm 1.4, and I have to tell you that although I really love all of these lenses, I think Sigma's done an amazing job with them. The 23mm is so far and currently my top favorite lens. And we're going to talk about why today. First, let's talk build quality. Now, if you've used any of the Sigma contemporary lenses, you already know that they're made very, very well. I got a clarification from one of my contacts at Sigma regarding the weather sealing, because I know that some people had asked me questions about this. So in the contemporary line of lenses, the mount is weather sealed, but there aren't any other gaskets. Regarding build quality, the lens is made super well. Besides having the gasket, it has a metal mount. It has an oversized rubberized focus ring, and the lens itself is made of metal and sort of a hard rubbery plastic combination of materials. It feels really good and it handles super well. The lens is a lot of fun to manually focus as well because of that oversized ring, and it's compact. It weighs in at about 340 grams, but it's not the shortest lens, so it does protrude just a little bit longer than you might like for, say, a daily carry lens. But overall, the build quality and the handling of the lens is excellent. I took it with me when I went to the B&H Build Expo, which was a couple of weeks ago in Manhattan, and it was great for that, not only because of the 35mm equivalent range, but also because it's small and compact. It was very unobtrusive, and I had a lot of fun doing it. Next, I use this lens also in my studio, and I had a couple of my photographer friends come by and we tried it out. And under studio lights, again, I mean, obviously it's small, it's compact, it's fine in that regard, but I really like the quality of the lens and the results I got in studio lighting. I also used it for kid pictures and family pictures, and I really liked it for that too. And it's a great daily traveler. Say you go out for the day with your family, you want one lens, you don't want to carry a lot of stuff. And then I also took it with me on a gig. Now, if you follow my channel, you know that I'm also a musician. I'm a bass player, and my band played recently at Rockwood Music Hall in New York, and the opening act is a good friend of ours who's also a singer-songwriter. And so I took the opportunity to take some shots of her with the 23mm. And in this situation, I was very happy with the quality of the images, not just for the post portraits, but also for shots of her as she performed. So in all of these situations, the thing that I love about the 23mm contemporary is that it's just easy to go with. It's easy to go with, and it's something that is a lot of fun as a daily carrier. Not just because of the size and all of this, but really because of the focal length. Now, of course, you got to keep in mind, if you get too close with 35mm, you're going to get distortion. But outside of that, it's a great all-around lens. Okay, moving along. The autofocus on this lens is excellent. I had no trouble grabbing eyes, grabbing faces. In every situation, it's very fast and it worked very well. I shot primarily on the X-T5, but I did some shooting on the X-T4, and it was very good there as well. Manually focusing it is also a joy because it really moves smoothly, and it doesn't have any of that sort of electronic jerkiness to the focusing that you sometimes get. I really liked the way it manually focused. It felt very smooth. It felt like a regular manual focus lens. So who is this lens for? Well, I think it's really for anybody who shoots pretty much anything, because you can do such a variety of shooting with it. You can do landscapes, you can do cityscapes, you can do street photography, you can do portraits, whatever. So there's so much you can do with a 35mm. I think that it's a great range to have. especially at 1.4, because then you can do a lot of low light shooting as well. And I think for those of you looking for a good 35mm lens, this should be on your radar. So before we wrap up today's video, I want to thank B&H for all of their support and for sending me some Gen-Ray lights, which I'm using to light my scene today. So I have a key light right here. I have a panel which is working as my fill light, and these lights are super bright and I really like them. So I'm in the process of reviewing them. I'll let you know what I think when I'm done, but those are what I lit my scene with today, outside of these two tube lights, which are Lume Cube tube lights. But I wanted to let you know what's going on there. And I have some other cool stuff coming up that we'll talk about soon. But for now, here's wishing you an amazing day. Everybody, as usual, go out and take some great pictures, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.